right, now we turn our attention as late summer turns to fall in much of the country. Fuzzy forecasters are the talk of the town. First Alert meteorologist Kat Taylor has a closer look tonight at the woolly worm.
In folklore, the woolly bear caterpillar, or woolly worm, is known as a predictor of harsh or mild winters. The folklore, dating back to before the Revolutionary War, says that when a woolly worm has more black hair than brown, it'll be a harsher winter. If the caterpillars have more brown fluff than black, it'll be more mild. If you see a woolly bear that's all black, don't worry. That's the way they look when they are newly hatched. They're not predicting an endless winter. The majority of woolly worm pictures we received from around Siouxland had more black than brown. So if you believe the folklore, that means a harsher winter is on the way. But we also received pictures that show the opposite. Carrie Sandage, a naturalist at the Dorothy Pico Nature Center, says it's not so black and white. She says their coloring changes over time.
So how much they're eating, how much they're growing, and as they get older, they become a little bit more red and less black. So they're really not a good predictor just because, you know, they're hatching or emerging at different times, they're different ages. So all of that contributes to their coloring.
Science has the stuff to back up the fluff. Jeff Boyne with the National Weather Service has found these puffy prognosticators to be less accurate than Punxsutawney Phil in their predictions.
The groundhog basically has a percentage of about 12 to 13%. The woolly bear has even less, sitting at 0%. Pretty much means nothing really. The colors are pretty much because of the species, the age, and what it's been feeding on all summer.
Boyne says human meteorologists have a much better track record.
We're really accurate at the winter forecast across much of the country. About 80% of the country verified last winter.
Meteorologically, there are signs we can look for to predict a harsher winter. The El Nino Southern Oscillation, among other things. This year, we have a chance to see La Nina conditions, which means Siouxland has a better likelihood of seeing colder weather and average precipitation. With weak La Nina conditions expected, confidence is lower compared to last season's strong El Nino.
Probably more in the 50 to 60%. It'll probably verify across the country.
Whether you believe the woolly winter forecast or not, the caterpillars will hibernate over the winter and in spring turn into Isabella tiger moths. Their forecasting days behind them.
Yes, trust First Alert Chief Meteorologist Ron DeMars. He's a human meteorologist we should trust, right? But you know what? Those fuzzy forecasters could use your help this fall. Naturalist Carrie Sandage, who you just heard from at the Dorothy Pico Nature Center, says that keeping your leaves on your lawn will actually help retain the shrinking population woolly worm habitat.
Because our woolly bear caterpillars, they spend the winter underneath that leaf layer. So by leaving the leaves on your lawn, you're providing a nice blanket, a nice habitat for those woolly bear caterpillars and other insects to spend the winter time.
And Sandage says the leaves won't hurt your lawn. Your grass is already dormant, so the leaf layer will just turn into mulch by spring and will work as a natural fertilizer, helping your lawn for seasons to come.